Hey guys, John Luxy here, back with our blind playthrough of the Silver Case. I didn't hesitate that time, I don't think. Maybe I did. Maybe I did a little bit. If so, it's cool. Alright, so Tsuki, Part 2. Before and after the explosion, presumably. Alright. Move. So I believe this is just where Part 2 started. Morning, Red. 12 days later. Nothing to say about the window? Is he calling Erica again? Fuck. It's busy again. Excuse me. Alright. Is that today's date? To Tokyo from Erica rumors. After that weird thing with the Yukimura mansion getting blown up, it looks like something has happened to Chairman Yukimura himself. It's still just a rumor, but most of the rumors from this particular news agency turn out to be true, so plenty of care will be required for info concerning the Yukimura Zaibatsu. Stock prices too. Excuse me. It's pretty apparent that the higher-ups here at my company are acting strange. I assume there's going to be some sort of press embargo. Something is happening to the Yukimura group, maybe threats from the bomber or something. By the way, you went to Mikumo 77, right? Find anything new? And how about contact from the Bat? It can't just be a coincidence. We find out about that stuff in Mikumo 77, then the home of the chairman of the Yukimura group, which basically killed the town of Mikumo, gets blown up. Maybe the Bat tipped someone off. He must know something, or possibly he himself was the bomber. When you saw the news about the bombing, you said you felt something too, right? How do you plan to move? What the hell? What the hell are the HC unit guys doing? I can't get a hold of them. Is that who he was calling? I know. I think the Bat is suspicious too. Morishima memo. I went to Mikumo 77 for 3 days. Of course, I wasn't able to set foot inside the factories, but it was still surprising to see that it had been left as is for the past 20 years. Mikumo 77 is like a ghost town now. Nobody lives there. The buildings are all old and fucked up. The roads are filled with potholes. Looking from higher ground, the old factories show up a black silhouette. The factories are relatively small. The small factories take up all the space with almost no open areas, like some weird plants cropping up. Or like guts made of metal were gathered together, all dead. What happened to Yukimura? Was he killed or kidnapped? Or maybe the HC unit is protecting him? Either way, like Erica said, it's certain that something is going on with him. Maybe I should hurry up and report on the info I brought back from Mikumo 77. I probably know who did it. That is interesting. The drunker, the safer. Drunkards rarely get hurt. Those who stop giving a shit somehow tend to avoid making mistakes. Maybe. That is all. Tsuki Part 2. Going from Typhoon to somewhere else. We shall see. There he goes. In the car. En route. And he's smoking while he's driving. Shit, if this ends up being pointless, I'm gonna lose my shit. So I know all the swearing and stuff makes YouTube automatically deprioritize you. I know for people, like I've heard some creators, they say any swearing will demonetize their videos instantly, which obviously means it deprioritized. If it's demonetized, it's given less priority than monetized videos, because YouTube wants to make money. I don't really care. I don't want my stuff getting deprioritized, honestly, but, you know, whatever. I do hope you guys enjoy this. I mean, I'm doing it for passion, not for money, but it does annoy me that, excuse me, that they might be being like, oh, no, you guys don't need to see that. Just on a side note, maybe you guys haven't noticed, but maybe you have, it seems like whenever you go to your main page, the recommended videos are always popular creators or videos that have gotten a ton of views. Very rarely, I don't think ever, have I seen videos that I mean, can you remember the last time you saw a recommended video that had, you know, a tiny amount of subscribers, a tiny amount of views? Maybe if you're watching, like, maybe if you're watching a bunch of Dark Souls videos, mine might pop up. That's possible, but aside from that, it's not gonna, you know, YouTube makes money by selling ads, and they have to have people watch videos to do that, so they're gonna focus on the good stuff, or you know, the stuff that gets clicks. But for what it's worth, I do hope you guys like this. All of my videos are gonna be things that I find interesting, like this game. You know, so check out some of my other stuff if you like this. I'm not gonna say it's all good. I seem to be improving as I do this more and more, but I mean, hopefully it's still okay, and at the very least, you might find an interesting game that you want to play. Alright, I went to the HC unit and grabbed a guy named Morikawa and gave him a message for Kusabi. Morikawa. Oh yeah, the glasses guy. The guy that kind of looks like one of the Beatles. I said I wanted to give him some materials concerning Mikumo 77, but it's no good. He obviously wasn't taking me seriously. The guys in the HC unit are out for blood, and they're probably not seeing what's right in front of their eyes. I think the HC guys only found out about Mikumo 77 after, when they rescued the chairman, and before he blew himself up. Regarding Yukimura, it looks like they have no intention of telling me what's going on. I guess private citizens don't have the right to know. Well, I don't have to tell them shit either, you know. The three kids from the old man's fairy tale, the princess who died, the girl. This is for sure. According to old newspapers, a 7-year-old girl was killed. The person responsible was caught and punished. However, there are many points of doubt in this case, and the injuries sustained by the girl were so bad they couldn't have been done by just one person. They apparently found blood of different blood types in her body. Weird. In the end, the story was wiped out quickly and everyone forgot about it. But if it was a violent mob who killed the girl, then stuff starts to make sense, yes. There are some really intriguing analytical reports about the victims of the pollution at Mikumo 77. Those affected suffered from terrible asthma and overwhelming fatigue, mainly. But on top of that, it wasn't known at the time, but the hazardous waste contained a certain type of narcotic substance, which possibly really fucked people up. This narcotic substance has a stimulant effect, which causes violent obsession. Maybe this caused the people to turn into a violent mob, which is why the girl was killed. Interesting. So that leaves the two boys who tried to protect the princess. Of these three people, one was blind, one was deaf, and one was dumb. I believe dumb is another word for mute. Kind of like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, right? If the old man's story is correct, 20 years have passed and they've become adults. Where are they now? Or where are they and what are they doing now? Could John be the mute one? We've never heard him speak. I mean, I doubt he's blind, you know, or deaf, but it's possible he's the mute kid. I'm almost certain that it was those two boys who blew up the Yukimura mansion. 2. However I look at it, that's the only thing that makes sense. I wonder how Kusabi will react to those materials. Can that dude even understand those fairy tales? Also, the bat. Erika's theory that the words to the riddles themselves have meaning seems to be correct. A blind man. Is that one of them? Who is the bat? And what about Kamui? The bat could be the deaf one. Is even Kamui somehow connected to Yukimura? The HC unit is really on the move. Something is still happening. What the hell is going on? Getting revenge 20 years after the fact. You know, for some reason, hearing about the narcotic substance kind of reminds me of the movie Jacob's Ladder, which is pretty decent, actually. It's the inspiration for Silent Hill. Or one of the inspirations. And it's kind of based on real-life events, or at least inspired by real-life events. And by real-life events, I mean when the US military was testing... they were giving soldiers drugs that they had created. Like, they were trying to create combat drugs, and they were testing them on US soldiers in Vietnam that didn't know. So, that's kind of messed up. I mean, who knows? I was exposed to stuff that, you know... It's like achievement unlocked turtle lover. Okay, so he doesn't look like he's smiling as much today. It's like I get all excited for some reason. I wonder why. What do you think? Apparently I'm a turtle lover. In the platonic way. Not in the weird way. Just remember, you have to obtain consent. Oh, what was it? There was some kind of, like, not a meme, but like it was like a picture that's like how to gain consent from like monster girls or something like that. And it was something like, you have to ask them 2 questions like, are you of legal age? And then if they say yes, do you want to fuck? And then, or something, or something like that. Yeah. Gotta call the HC unit. Actually, fuck it. I won't be able to catch anyone anyway. It's like they say, hard work pays off in the long run, laziness always pays off now. Alright. From Inohana to Tokyo, subject warning. You find out anything about the bat? We've already been over when and how you first came into contact with him. This shit is no longer going to fly. I need some info from you. With all these extensions for your reports, you've already broken your contract. If you don't reply within 48 hours, drastic measures will be taken. You will be in a world of shit. Yeah, don't mess with that. Ooh. How do I, From No Name, welcome to Festa. Festa is that thing that I'm not supposed to open. Open this executable. I can't say no. Can I hit the A to cancel? I hit A to cancel. It's the famous Festa, yay. Uh-oh, you're already fucked, no stopping it now. You're getting totally reformatted. Your computer is now fucked. Everything on it, everything is going away now. There it goes. But before that, have a something interesting. So anyway, see you again. Bye-bye. You idiot, why did you not let me... Huh? What the hell is this? Fuck. Looks like I've been hit with a virus. Why did you not let me select no? I was pressing left and right on the you know, the D-pad. Could not select no. And then I hit A, like the cancel button, and it selects it. So, you know, I mean, you have to, but you're an idiot. Especially when it's like, do you want to do this? It's like those things that pop up that are like, you've been infected with the virus. Yes or no, you just hit the X button, because either way, I mean on Windows. Either way, you'll be screwed, I think. Looks like I've been hit by a virus, I guess. Shit. God damn it. Motherfucker. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, sorry, but I've got my shit all backed up and compressed and loaded to my laptop. Well, so, you know, go fuck yourself, virus. Well. So, he's smart enough to make a backup and keep it updated, but not smart enough to not click open. Or maybe that's why. Maybe because he knows he's a dumbass, and so he's like, I better back my stuff up. Are the kitties in the background doing something? What's going on there? Oh, Manny's licking himself. I saw the movement. I'm like, what's going on? Fireworks, huh? The Yukimura mansion. Now the explosions start. Maybe they're trying to set it up like some sort of festival. Right, because at the end... So what happened at the end of Parade? I think they went to some village and it got blown up as well. And then there was like a flashback to Sumio first when he started working. Criminals sure do love blowing shit up real good. Why is that? Who the fuck? I mean, doesn't everybody love stuff blowing up? And yeah, I could have checked the turtle and then checked the window, but I'm like, eh. Hello? It's me. Oh hey, Kusabi, right? I heard from Morikawa. That's good. There's something regarding Mikumo 77 that I just have to talk to you about. Okay, but wait. I can't give out any info right now. Listen, Yukimura is fine. Other than that, I can't say shit for now. Who was the bomber? We're looking into it. There should be 2 men left who were originally from Mikumo. It may have been them. I see. Do you have some kind of lead? No. But try checking that place out. Mikumo. Listen up, people's lives are at stake. So don't say shit about this to anyone. We aren't letting anyone from the media get anywhere near this. If anything got leaked to the bomber and it gets found out, everyone involved will be fucked. Of course I won't. That's all for now. I'm hanging up. Moshi Moshi, Tokio desu. So Yukimura is okay. Something is definitely going on. Shit, I'm all out of leads. What the hell do I do now? Well, let's look out the window. Let's check the telephone, and then we'll check the computer again. Gotta call the HC unit. Actually, fuck it, I won't be able to catch anyone anyway. Check Red. Red always knows what to do. Red, lend me your wisdom. You're not just living in elegance, right? I mean, you can't understand me anyway, but still. Oh yeah, the old guy. Or we're not gonna check the computer. That's fine. But I didn't get my daily word. I need to know. I need to know what the word is. Same day. So he's basically screwed because he's not responding to... Like, he's blowing off his employer. Or, you know, the one that hired him. That's no good. The client. can't rely on the HC unit. Maybe he's not. I mean, he has the laptop and he can send email from there, I assume. I'm sick of waiting for mail from the Bat, too. If I'm going to proceed further, I'm going to have to talk to the old survivor from Mikumo. He'd know who the two boys were. I need to move. But why are there two boys? Because there were three in the story. Same day, Yamikumo Apartments. I went to the address I got from Erica, and it ended up being a small, dingy apartment building. When I knocked on the door, an old man with the veins bulging out of his temples stuck his face through. He looked a bit clammy and sick. I came to ask you about Mikumo, I told him. For some reason, he seemed to smirk at my statement. He invited me into his apartment with a smile. What are we gonna do on the bed? Cough, cough. Pardon me, I'm not in the best of health. I see. Go ahead and lie down, don't mind me. So, what do you need? I wonder if he was waiting for us. Waiting for us to... so he could tell his story and then finally die. There were 3 kids in Mikumo, right? Oh, the kids. Yeah, they were there. I want to know what happened to those kids. You got any smokes? Huh? Oh, yeah, here you go. Placebo. Please, tell me what you know. Hey, what is it? That's good. These are some good smokes. That's wonderful. But yeah, that was some terrible stuff. You mean what happened 20 years ago? Those kids had grown up together. They were really close, always getting into mischief together. And? While I was sleeping, they shaved my beard off. Like, really cleanly and nicely. No, wait, that was my grandkids. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah. Those 3 kids had a leader, born into a poor factory worker's family. What was the name again? Really clever kid. Is that the princess? The right-hand man. Oh yeah, it was a boy named Fuyuki. He didn't talk much, but he was a smart kid. So that's the first guy. There was another selfish little boy named Kiseki, too. So that's the second guy. And what happened? What happened? Some really bad stuff. They ganged up on the kids, did some horrible stuff to them. What did they do? The first kid, they gouged his eyes out. Holy shit. Then they sewed his eyes shut with a needle and thread. Okay. Another one had his mouth filled with oil and sewn shut. You're basically fucked at that point. Because if you swallow it, you can't throw it up. You're done. You're gonna breathe it in, and I mean, The last one had his ears stabbed out with a stick and had his eardrums crushed. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Seriously? So that's what happened to them. So who is see no evil, who is speak no evil, and who is hear no evil? As far as who was which, that's all lost in the fog of my memory. So then the bat is... But how does he know 2 survived? Did they mention that and it just went in one ear and out the other? Camellia Street. Memo. 20 years ago, there were 3 friends, a girl, and 2 boys. Oh. I thought it was a girl and 3 boys. Was I wrong about that? For some reason, the girl was horribly assaulted by the violent mob of people from Mikumo and was raped. Yeah, that was what I was... Yeah. They kind of alluded to that earlier, and I was just like, maybe maybe it's just me with my, horrible whatever. Maybe I'm thinking too deeply, or maybe I'm just like, yeah. I didn't want it to be the case, so I didn't say anything about it. I was like, maybe not. The two boys tried to save her, but they were captured by the violent mob. The three had their eyes, ears, and mouths shut. This is what that riddle from the bat was talking about. Yeah. They were drenched in oil or just attacked with it, stabbed, and were sewn up with a needle and thread. Who was eaten by their parents? I mean, it could literally be, yeah. That means their parents turned a blind eye to what was happening to them. The bat can write mail, so he either can't speak or can't hear. The one who had their eyes gouged out and sewn up was either the girl or the one who isn't the bat. The one who had oil poured into their mouth and had it sewn up was also either the girl or the other one who isn't the bat. Sewn up was either the girl or the one. Right, so there's the girl, the bat, third person. Okay. And the girl was killed, and then the bat, and then someone else survived. Oh, hang on. The guy that jumped into the smokestack and then the fire shot out, his mouth was sewn shut. But, I mean, come on. It doesn't still have to be sewn 20 years later. You know? That's not how that works. You get away from the mob and then you just take scissors and just cut it. Or whatever. You could work it out. I mean, if it's like, you know? And now the two boys are attempting to get revenge for what happened 20 years ago. They're after Yukimura, the one responsible for causing the pollution and everything else. When I get home, I gotta restore my desktop PC. No, before that, I gotta clean out the turtle's tank. Okay, back to Typhoon. Still a full moon every day. Tokio's room. Looks fine. Well, the hard disk is clean. I guess this'll do just fine. Let's see. From Inohana, final warning. I'm warning you, if you don't reply, your contract will be terminated. You're almost out of time. To Inohana, final warning. My computer got fucked up by a virus and I couldn't send any mails. Sorry about that. About the bat. He must be a Kamui believer. I heard his name among some rumors on the internet. He hasn't mailed me back yet. Apart from that, I have absolutely no info. So, conversely, if you've got any info, I'd like you to share it with me. I'm still investigating and I'll keep going. Just a quick note, that is all. Well, okay. Way to kick the fucking hornet's nest. I can't tell the client about the time the bat crashed into my chat. It would break my non-disclosure agreement as I was chatting with Erica. I can't explain that. Why was the girl at Mikumo raped and beaten? There must be a reason she was sacrificed. Okay, so I feel like... sacrificed. I feel like maybe some stuff got missed in the localization or was obscured intentionally. That's the problem. That's why I don't recommend purchasing any of the, Baldur's Gate enhanced editions or any of that stuff, because Beamdog deliberately, it wasn't localized, but the team, they're like, oh, we're going to update it, so we're going to make this guy not, hate women and blah, blah, blah. We're going to change this dialogue because, this and this and that. And, oh, we need to have, diversity in there, so we're going to put, lesbians and bisexual and trans people in there, and we're just going to change all this stuff to fit our agenda from, today. I think I went off on that earlier. But it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of these rural Japanese people were, you know, like believed in human sacrifice and stuff like that, right? For like crops and all that sort of thing. You know, you come across stuff every once in a while that talks about like shrine maidens being sacrificed. There's got to be a reason, and there's got to be some concrete stuff. Like even today, right? China, like rural China, you know, they're probably Stone Age mentally. And I don't mean like they're dumb, I just mean they don't understand about modern medicine and plumbing and stuff like that. Like some people don't have access to water, some people don't believe in hand washing. Rural Chinese people still use night soil to fertilize their crops, which is human feces. You know, so yeah. Anyway, like, just one last thing real fast. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. People don't think that other people... We typically think that other people think in the same way that we do. But that's not true. Other people are different, you know? And so they have different knowledge, different values, different beliefs. And so it's just to be like, oh, you know, some of these Chinese people, like they wouldn't do this, they wouldn't do that. Yeah, they would. They would. I talked to a guy that was over there, and there was, you know, they have like little carts, right, that sell food. And some of the people he was with were basically like, don't eat that. Don't eat from those carts. And he's like, why? And he's like, you know, the prisons around here? Corruption in China is legendary. He's like, they get rid of prisoners all the time, right? They kill them. Where do they go? And the point is that basically the carts were selling human meat, like dead prisoners, in China. I mean, you could call bullshit on it. I don't know. I don't know if it's true. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all, especially when you consider like 100 years ago. People were... excuse me. People were diluting their milk, the milk that they would sell, with formaldehyde. So the milk that they would sell for like children to drink and babies and stuff was blue. But they did that because, you know, it gives me more milk that I have to sell. And so what if I poison a few people? It's okay. You can't say that people probably aren't doing that stuff today, especially when you know about like Chinese gutter oil and all this other shit. It's bad. Anyway, you know, horrible stuff from the past of humans. That's why we're not civilized. We're not civilized. But that stuff still lives on today. You know, shit, just go to the Middle East and look at all the inbreeding that's going on there. I wish I was joking. Oh, okay. If I know who she was, I could probably figure that out too. Yeah, this is dark. Kind of. Okay, let's check the word. The eagle does not catch flies. Even if an eagle is starving to death, it won't reduce itself to eating garbage. If you say. I want to know what that turtle lover achievement is. Like, click on the turtle 50 times or something? I don't know. I'll take a look when I exit this. Alright, back to the jackhammer. It's been a while. I guess it has. By the way, whatever happened with those riddles you were talking about? Oh yeah, those. I finally worked them all out. Then I went on a little trip. I knew it. So you want a trip after all? That's what they're talking about, the trip to Hawaii. Oh, that's what he said. He said these riddles, you know, I win a trip to Hawaii if I... Thanks to you. In that case, how about a drink? I guess I have no choice. Fix yourself one of whatever you like. Oh, right. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I owe you. I'll buy you a drink. For the bartender. I wonder if that's under the table. You know, it's not a tip. Or, I don't know. Because they typically don't drink, right? Bartenders, I mean. That's the way that you tip them, from what I understand. Alright. Ooh, that was... What is going on there? Do we still have the virus? Interesting. Well, let's see. Talk to the turtle. Morning, Red. That bartender got me absolutely shit-faced last night. Whatever, it's fine every once in a while. So well, did he pay? Which one of us paid? I don't know. Clouds. 3 of them. So I've been watching, gotta call the HC unit, actually fuck it. I've been rewatching, or just watching, I suppose, my Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I do say I don't know a lot, and I say okay a lot. I don't really care. It's not bad. You know, I've gotten I have gotten comments before from detractors, assuming they're separate people. They were like, you say I don't know all the time, and I'm just like watching it? Not really. I mean, I say it a lot, but unless... It shouldn't bother people. It's not terrible. It's... Whatever, you know? it's like if it really bothers you, I can't do anything about it. It's just... It's... Everyone has little quirks to their personality, you know? Alright, DN News update. Yukimura Mansion bombers commit suicide. The perpetrators of the bombing of Yukimura Group Chairman Yukimura's mansion on July 11th were found to have committed suicide. According to reports, there were 2 suspects, both of whom were employed with no known address. Currently, the location, time, and motive for the suicides have yet to be publicized, but the police are expected to make an announcement soon. I don't understand this, because we know about the dude that jumped into the thing, but then they couldn't find a body. Right, the guy with his mouth sewn shut. He jumped into the smokestack, didn't find a body. Or the diamond. So they're like, oh, he's probably still alive, or at least that's what I gather. Where does this come in? Because I don't remember... Maybe they just casually mentioned it. Oh yeah, there are 2 guys, there are 2 suspects, they're both dead. Now, Erica. With the press embargo, this is still top secret, but it looks like Chairman Yukimura was kidnapped. The kidnappers were 2 people from Mikumo 77, Fuyuki and Hiseki. Those were the 2. But Hiseki died immediately after the Yukimura mansion bombing. So it looks like the main perpetrator was Fuyuki. Although there was an embargo on Fuyuki and Hiseki's suicides too, it was broken. Hiseki was blind, and Fuyuki, the one who jumped into the smokestack and killed himself, was a deaf mute. Okay, so one of them did jump into the smokestack. What about the other one? Now don't freak out, but both men had their eyes and mouths sewn shut. Strange. So most of what the bat had said matches up. I never thought this whole thing would get this bad. But why did those two return Chairman Yukimura unharmed and then kill themselves? Maybe Hiseki dying messed up their plan, so Fuyuki decided to die too. Something is definitely not right here. This whole case is still full of mysteries. I agree. But the bat. This mail has been set to reach you on a specific date. Indeed. I'm not the bat. So the bat is still out there. The one that hacked into the thing. Interesting. I'm not the bat, my name is Hiseki. This is probably pretty disappointing for you. When I first received your mistaken mail, it was kind of fun, and so as thanks, no, actually as a prank, I chose you to be a spectator for my little parade. You were apparently quite a good spectator. I'm happy about that. Do you like parade fireworks? The bat was Hiseki. He said he wasn't Hiseki, or he said he's not the bat. No, I just thought he was the bat, but it turned out that I happened to have been talking to Hiseki all along. So the bat is still out there. So why is it that the hacker dude gave us the email to Hiseki? But why was he able to write mails even though he was blind? Braille? I mean, they had those things, right? I don't know if they had them 20 years ago. I believe they had a printer that could print out Braille, and then you could read it, and there's Braille keyboards. I think. I don't remember, but I thought so. Okay, he's going for more smokes. Smoke Shop Mulholland. Placebo. Such a great name for a cigarette. One carton of the regular. Here you go. Placebo, right? It's hot again today. Well, it's summer, so... By the way, do you have good eyesight? Not especially. I can just make out the 88 on that big sign way over there. That's actually Ba from Bath. Oh. I guess I didn't notice. It's not a problem of noticing. I assume it's the Japanese kanji. Not a problem of noticing. What do you do when you watch TV and stuff? I turn the volume way up so I can see properly. Turning the volume way up. That's basically the same as seeing, right? Wait a second. Sound. Does that help? Turning the sound way up? Maybe it gets you a better, like, range of sound, so it's... Because your sound, I know if you can't see, your other senses typically compensate, but I don't think it's the same due to old age. Like, I mean, maybe it is. I wouldn't think that as your sight deteriorates, your other senses compensate. It turns out that blind internet users aren't rare at all. There are all sorts of systems for the blind, like voice input, text reading functions, all kinds of shit. I feel like Hiseki is the kind of guy you just can't hate. He's almost definitely the bomber, but apart from that, when I think about our back and forth via mail, he really had good sense for that sort of prank. I don't know how good of a spectator I was, though. To Erica, follow-up report. I received my final mail from the Bat, or Hiseki, rather. I'll forward it to you. He likely died because of what they planned to do. I think the stuff these guys were doing was all part of the plan from the beginning. But they said they couldn't find a body. They couldn't find a diamond either. The HC unit is probably handling Yukimura's kidnapping. Either way, since the guy's really well known, the embargo should be on for a while. It'll be a while before I can get info from the HC unit again. I wonder if Yukimura is really unharmed. Considering Hiseki and Fuyuki's feelings, it's pretty hard to think that Yukimura would come back totally unscathed. I don't care about the mystery anymore. Once the media gets a hold of this, all this bullshit is going to start flying again. So why the whole ransom? To make it seem as if they got the thing? Right? Like, to make it seem as if they got their wish? But then why jump into the thing? Like, none of this makes sense. Whatever. Anyway, apparently while I was searching for the Bat, I ended up finding a different one instead. The blood-sucking type. A pretty fucked up dude. I wonder if they ever made it to the princess after all. That is sad. I don't know if this is the end. I wish I knew so that I could either keep going or stop, because I'm gonna have to stop, but I don't want to. You know? Tokio's room. And still, our compass, I don't think that's a glitch. I think it's intentional. The question is why? And will it continue into the next chapter? I mean, it could actually be a glitch, but I suspect that it's not. Morning, Red. I've been getting up pretty early recently, huh? Well, maybe not that early. Yesterday, the weather report said it would be raining today. Looks pretty sunny out to me. Yeah, weather's not always accurate, but it's gotten better lately. I remember when I was a kid, it was, you know, so-so. That wasn't the phone, was it? Okay. Favor. From Erica. It looks like something happened to the old survivor from Mikumo. I got a call from the old lady living next door to him this morning. She didn't know who to call, so she saw my business card and called me. At this point, it looks like he'll be okay, but he could take a turn for the worse any time. I want to go talk to him ASAP, but all sorts of stuff about the Yukimura news has been popping up and I can't get away. Could you go and check on him for me, please? Get hold of me later tonight. I should be able to drive out there. I guess it's best to talk to the old man before he dies off. That may end up not even being a joke. Okay, let's check the word out. Today's word: turn your hand up the clouds, turn it down the rain. Human nature easily changes like turning your hand over and is unreliable like the changing of clouds and rain. I disagree. Human nature is pretty reliable. People are gonna cheat and steal and lie and generally be pieces of shit, unfortunately. You know, unfortunately, you can count on humans doing dumb shit, and, you know, that's how it is. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Same day in the car. En route. That's why advertising works. Human nature, I mean. People are like, oh, it doesn't work on me. Ooh, what's that thing? Yeah, I saw that. Advertising works. You just think it. We just think it doesn't. I'm not going to say you, because you might think it works or know that it works, but there's some really fishy shit going down. I guess I should hurry. What is that thumping that I hear? I hope it's not getting picked up by the microphone. It's like someone upstairs, like, you know, just clunk, clunk, or maybe outside or something. And what's with the clown music? I imagine we're like kneeling next to the guy's bed. I hope the old dude's okay. Huh? Oh. Do you have any relatives close by? I've been living here on my own for years now, but the old lady next door takes good care of me, so I do okay. Really? By the way, you're, oh, it's you. Do you really remember me? Yeah, Fuyuki. Okay. Good to see you, boy. It's Morishima. I'm Fuyuki's friend. I see. Yeah, I know the name of one more too. Kiseki. No, wait, Hiseki. Oh yeah. And the girl, Riru. Riru. We've heard that name before. I don't remember where. Riru, that's her name. Yeah, a relative of the Yukimura family. That makes sense. That makes sense. The mob... They thought they were, right, traitors, basically. So the mob punished the traitors. Still, that's bad. That's bad, bad. The Yukimura family, I see. So this Riru girl was sacrificed by the crazy mob because of her ties to the Yukimura family. You didn't know that? No, sorry, it's the first I've heard of it. The fourth poem, eaten by their parents. So that's what that meant. And one more. Huh? The deaf one. I remembered. Huh? What are you talking about? The deaf one, that was Riru, wasn't it? So there was 3 boys. Hiseki, have you forgotten? What? Your boss, right? Who is? Come on, buddy, old man. It's still too early to die just yet. I can't believe you've forgotten. I guess you must have gone soft in the head, too. The fuck are you talking about, my boss? Was there one more person? Oh yeah. What the fuck? This guy, man. Ooh. Oh. And then he dies. Five days later. I assume he was saying the name like he's dying, and then he's like Rufio. Rufio. Hey. I know. Poor timing. But instead of saying Rufio, he's like, because he's dying, and then he's like, oh, like like his last gasp. Tokio's room. 5 days later. So this should be about when Yukimura... That's weird, isn't it? Why is the C... I can't use the C, but it's the C that's glitched. Why? Strange. Sumio. But Sumio is not deaf. Oh, and it's all glitched at the bottom, too. Oh. No, it's all glitched. That's weird. Maybe it is actually glitched. Or, who knows? Maybe it's breaking the fourth wall. Trying to see if there's any glitches on here. I mean, it's all, you know, staticky and the scan lines and stuff, but I don't think so. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I really want to know. I want to know what's going on. I'm drawn in. I hope you guys are too. It's I'm really curious to know, like, if you've played this game before, how is it watching someone go through it for the first time? Because honestly, I imagine it would be pretty awesome. You know, going through and like I'm trying to figure this whole thing out and just imagine like seeing someone else and they're like, because some people are geniuses and they figure out like the end of the movie and stuff before, like right at the beginning of the movie. You know, they're like, this is what's gonna happen. I'm like, how the hell did you know that? But some people are really good. That's the best part about blind playthrough, is just watching people experience the same thing that you did. But yeah, so that's it for today. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's actually the, well, I'm not drinking the coffee. I'm still drinking the Christmas stuff. But the coffee I made yesterday was an organic espresso blend. Pretty good. About the same level that I roast at. Like, you open the bag and the beans are all oily and stuff. And I'm like, you could tell it's amazing coffee just from the sheen on the beans. So that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, guys, take care.